viewer and subscriber. Good night, good night. So I have to come talk about this. So if you guys have not heard, there was a mass shooting in Florida. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High. It's in Florida. Not too far from Coconut Creek High. It's located in Parkland. So the total death count so far is 17. 17 adults and kids lost their life because a past student, maybe of unsound mind, as what they're saying right now, went into the school, put on his school uniform, they have school shirts, and went in the school with an AR-15 and some other handguns and went on a rampage. He just went and started shooting and tried to kill as much persons as he could. Now, my thought was, anyone did not suspect this guy to be or know of him as a past student. No teachers, no faculties, no the guards, or nobody did not recognize him because, as I said, he masked himself as a student. So he went and he escaped. Pretty much escaped into the school with all those kids. And then he was like pretty much tormenting them with the guns, shooting on a rampage. Just shooting on a rampage. It's sad. I always heard of, high school being shot up. We've seen that in Texas. We've seen that in Colorado. We've seen it happen a lot. And it always involve an AR-15. But I have never thought in my wildest dreams that it would happen in Florida. But guess what? It's coming closer and closer to home each time. So as parents out there, you have to, protect your kids in any way possible. And, what caused a lot of the kids to die, when the guy came into school with their guns, a lot of the students were videotaping him. Instead of running for protection, they were videotaping him. So now, we all know in today's society, it's all about technology. Technology, technology, technology. But come on. You have to use your brain, man. You see somebody with a gun, it's not for show. You know what I'm saying? Either you walk away or run away from the person. You know what I'm saying? Even though they were running away and you were still shooting, but a lot of them were standing up flaming. There's this horrible, traumatic death experience in the school. And a lot of the teachers and faculty members lost their life trying to protect these kids, while some of them want to put it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. 17 so far, death count 17. 17 faculty members and students lost their lives because this guy of unsound mind, as he claimed to be, you know what I'm saying? Because I heard he said, according to the news, Channel 7 and Channel 10 News, they stated that he called his dad and said, "Dad, I think I did something bad." Yeah. On his social media page, he was posting up with guns and said, I'm gonna do something today. So, and then after he shot the school up, he ran outside in the crowd with the kids, try to escape. Now, this doesn't sound like a person with an unsound mind to me. This sounds like he planned it. But I don't think he planned it all the way. He didn't plan it all the way where he figured out how to escape, how to do any of that. Maybe he was watching Denzel Washington movie when they robbed the bank or whatever, the man or whatever. I think that's what it's called, where the criminal came outside with the hostages. Maybe he was at home watching that movie. Who knows? But something triggered something in this dude's mind to the point where he wanted to act out this scene in real life. It's crazy. It's freaking nuts. Freaking nuts, man. Your kids are not even safe in schools anymore because you don't know who is allowed access to the campus. Now, what can we do to change this? Can we be like Chicago, where we have metal detectors in school? Uh, yes and no, but in Florida, I don't think it's that crucial that we need it, even though we just know of 17 person losing their life in this one school. You know what I'm saying? I think we just need to have a system where when the kids go in the school, they're actually in school. Like, just like you clock in for work, clock in for school. You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to feel like you're in prison, but it's better than having some stranger or random person just run up in your school, have access to your classes, coming in and just shooting up the entire school. But it's sad. And this guy, he didn't even put up a fight when the cops tried to get him. He didn't even put up a fight. He just went peacefully. You know what I'm saying? And now a lot of the parents out there have not yet been notified, according to Channel 7 and Channel 10, have not yet been notified. So here you thinking, okay, your daughter, your son, or your husband or wife is gonna come home tonight, and hold on to behold, you're gonna get that call saying, oh, Jane Doe is dead. You know what I'm saying? Just like I got that call that my cousin passed away. Junk messed me up. So I can only imagine you as a parent, as a mom that give birth to the kid, and you get that news, how your reaction would be. You're going to be devastated, very devastated. So I can't say the government needs to do better. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen in the past year where this 7-year-old girl was traumatized from an incident at school where a 14-year-old kid came on the campus and shot like 2 kids in front of this little girl. So is there anything we could do, viewers, if there is anything that we could do to prevent, you know what I'm saying, to help prevent safety in schools, please leave your comments below. This is serious. 17 persons, faculty members and students lost their life in the mass shooting in Florida. Douglas High. You know what I'm saying? Stoneman Douglas High. Just gonna shorten it up. Stoneman Douglas High. It's in Florida, Parkland. It's not too far from Coral Springs because Coral Springs police are taking the lead. But now, according to the news, the FBI is gonna take over because they have more jurisdiction than Coral Springs per se, or federal. You know what I'm saying? And it's, as I say, it's sad. It's sad. I've never thought this would happen in Florida, like in schools. Never thought it. Not in my wildest dreams. I'm being honest. So, viewers, like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about this mass shooting that's taking place in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Leave your thoughts, leave your comments, and see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? This is a breaking news, man. This is heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? And can just imagine, put yourself in these parents or loved ones' shoes. You're looking for your kid to come home tonight, but just to hold and behold, they're not. What would your reaction be? You know what I'm saying? As I said, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let's talk about this mass shooting in Florida.
Campus again, all of this starting to unfold around 2:30 this afternoon. That Skinner traffic, eerily reminiscent of what we heard about 56 weeks ago, just over a year ago at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, the last mass shooting here in our region, happening not too far down the road from Parkland. So again, Lynn, as we listen to that Skinner traffic, you can hear the chaos and the tension, but again, that communication vital between dispatchers who are positioned in Broward County and those first responders as they try to control the situation. Again, all that's playing out as those students are running out with their hands up, trying to clear the scene and get off that high school campus as this active shooting was underway.
And Jeff, that's really the first time that, I mean, we've heard rumors of this gas mask, but that's really the first time that we've heard from dispatch that he allegedly was wearing a gas mask. And fascinating that they seem to know very early on the name of this alleged gunman. They called him Nicholas Cruz right away. And it goes along with what we've heard from police in the very beginning, that they had his picture, he was on surveillance, they figured out exactly where he lived, they knew where he worked at a fast food joint, they knew where to get him. To the right is a video of him, I don't know, maybe 2 hours ago, taken to police headquarters to be questioned. He's wearing a police gown and he's shackled and handcuffed. Jeff Lennox, thank you very much for the latest information there on dispatch and 911 calls. First responders, they were on top of this the second it happened.
Among the heroes, the teachers on the front line who were there when this happened, the first responders, and as Superintendent Renzi told us earlier, every high school in Broward has a police presence, school resource officer.